Hey Gamecats, I'm Brian.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Desra.
From PSVR without Parole.
Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the amazing PlayStation VR.
It's been a crazy year, one full of fantastic VR games and experiences.
And to celebrate, we're counting down our favorite PSVR games of all time.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. STATIK is the game that turned me from a skeptic to a believer. The genius in taking the limitations of PSVR, being stuck in a helmet with your hands forced to hold this weird controller, and making those limitations part of the game, makes the sense of immersion real and immediate. Add to that fiendishly brilliant and creative puzzles, and you've got one of the best games for any system.
Seriously? It's been a year of PSVR awesomeness, and somehow, virtual flying around still isn't a genre. Luckily, Eagle Flight is phenomenal, with a great blend of casual exploration, racing, and dogfighting.
As a launch title, DRIVECLUB VR made a lot of people motion sick, but it didn't do that to me. Instead, it made my heart race and was an early example of true VR immersion. Is it better than Dirt Rally? Who cares? It's the one I have more fun with.
Roller coasters, haunted houses, and light guns, oh my! I can't believe that just 1 year ago we thought Rush of Blood would be a cheap cash-in on the Until Dawn name. But here we are, a full year later, and it's still one of our most played and most loved games.
After a year of PlayStation VR, we're still desperate for full-length games, and the SOLUS project arrived at just the right time. For $20, we got a fantastic adventure with story, puzzle solving, mystery, and an endless battle with hypothermia. What's wrong? You haven't seen your favorite PlayStation VR game yet? Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments after you watch our top 5.
Want to be Jackie Chan, or at least feel like it? SUPERHOT is your game. A simple idea, time moves when you do, turns a brainless brawler into a masterpiece of physical chess. The clean, simple design choices create a world of abstraction where nothing exists but this moment. The best praise I've heard comes from Anthony Huang, professional stuntman and fight choreographer. When my friends and I get together, this is what we do.
STARBLOOD Arena takes a handful of pilots and throws them into zero gravity, twisting and turning on every axis. It's a visually stunning game, especially on the PS4 Pro, but you'll often be too busy trying to save your own butt to notice. Multiplayer games have never been so much fun.
I'll see you again in about 5 seconds, man. Hang tight.
Take one desolate alien planet, add a bunch of super scary spiders, then arm yourself with the awesome aim controller and you've got one of the best, most immersive reasons to play in VR. 2-player co-op and free DLC make FARPOINT a game to come back to, over and over.
Now here's a game that gets the formula right. Take classic survival horror and throw it into first person. Add VR support, and you've got Resident Evil 7, also known as one of my favorite games of all time. If you're a fan of horror, or you're just looking for a scary adventure, well, look no further. Still one of the best reasons to own a PlayStation VR.
There are a lot of so-called esports out there. SPARC is the first one that earns the title of sport. An amazing community, developers that listen and care about the players, and intuitive and reactive control schemes add up to one of the best gaming experiences we've ever had. There are many games you must buy if you own a PSVR. In fact, we've just listed 9 of them. This is the first title where I will say, you must buy a PSVR just so you can play SPARC.
It's only been a year and we already have so many amazing PlayStation VR games with no end in sight.
The next few months are loaded with high-profile releases like Skyrim, VR, and The Impatient.
But it's the future of VR we're most excited for. Games and experiences we can't even imagine yet.
And here at PSVR Without Parole, we'll be there with you every step of the way. Thank you so much for watching. We love you all.